pretty tip. When a young man looks at Madam, she just throws herself right at him. She's young at heart and still getting her kicks. And at Madam's place, she's a prime-time queen. She struts her stuff on a TV screen. Her outrageous charm fills this funny fun that we call Madam's Here at Madam's place, she's the perfect host. She rocks the airwaves from coast to coast. Her outrageous charm fills this funny farm that we call Madam's
Thank you for the new do, Sarah Joy. It just boosts my spirits so much. Ever since Mr. Renee of Brentwood quit, I haven't been able to find a new hairbender.
Well, why did he quit?
Just couldn't take it. When the punk look came in, he created his new wave. As in bye-bye. Now he's got his own shop up in Seattle called Curl Up and Die. Can you imagine?
Well, I think when you're pretty, it doesn't matter how you wear your hair, Auntie Madam.
I think so, too.
Mrs. William Hemsdale III, madam. She's your neighbor from 3 mansions down.
Oh, Mrs. Hemsdale III. Which house is yours?
The biggest one on the cul-de-sac.
Oh, yes, the one with the driveway so long it has a Howard Johnson's halfway between the street and the front door.
That's the one.
Real cute. So you're the broad with a generous dog, too.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, listen, I know you, the Great Dane who's always leaving gifts on my front lawn. What can we do for you?
Madam, I want to talk to you about this petition.
No way, honey. I don't sign petitions. The last time I did, it turned out to be for some redneck group in San Francisco.
Yes, that was the law that never passed. Eat quiche, go to jail.
But, madam, you don't have to sign this petition.
Well, good.
Because this petition is against you.
Against me?
Uh-huh. Oh, yes. I am the chairman of the committee called Save Our Neighborhood. It says here, when this petition is signed by the necessary number of residents, the city will be forced to prohibit you from broadcasting your show from this neighborhood.
Well, get this, Gumdrop. If I were you, I would get off my property before I tell my dog your legs are varicose yummy. And I wouldn't walk around with my nose in the air if I were you, especially if it rains. You know, turkeys do it and drown. Oh. Get my drift?
Hi, I'm Caroline Schlitt. Join me on Friday the 13th for some fun in the dark with Monster in the Closet. And then let's hang out with a real head case. It's Basket Case. Both on USA Up All Night.
Friday at midnight.
And it is our contention that in conducting her program from her home, she is in violation of the zoning laws.
What zoning laws does that violate?
Please calm down, madam. Since the show is, in effect, her business, she is running a business in a residential area which is in violation of zoning ordinance GL61A. Well, I guess you can't run a business in an average neighborhood like this one.
Average neighborhood? What's so average about a bunch of rich foreigners? The Arab next door has a guard camel patrolling his grounds, and his gardener's a Rockefeller.
Well, that may be so, but the petition has been circulated.
Well, so this is how the super rich spend their free time, causing problems for the regular rich.
You know what? They might just have a point. I mean, every night we do the show, there's sound trucks and gear outside, and the people waiting in line to see the show, well, they sometimes block the entrances to other homes.
Well, Bernadette, do you enjoy working in luxurious surroundings like this?
Oh.
And you like eating exotic food?
Oh, yes. One of my favorites is linguine with clam sauce.
Would you like to continue doing that, or would you prefer to be unemployed and eating Spam on the half shell?
On the other hand, you should be allowed to have your show wherever you want. You are a star, and you have your rights.
Oh, don't leave, Bernie. It's so lonely here at the tub.
Hi, Pinky.
Oh, hello, Sarah Joy. Where have you been?
Oh, I was just outside and some lady stopped me about signing some paper because somebody's running a business on the street or something.
Oh, what did you do?
Well, she seemed pretty nice, so I signed it.
Oh, no.
What's the matter?
That paper you signed was a petition prohibiting Madam from broadcasting a show from this mansion.
Oh, my God.
Oh, here. I'd better catch Mrs. Hemsdale and stop her from that petition. Oh, Buzzy.
Hi, Buzzy. How are you?
In trouble. I need your help.
What's the matter, Pumpkin?
Oh, I love it when you call me vegetable.
Well, what kind of trouble are you in?
My science teacher is giving me a hard time. She's spraying this new project on us, and it's due tomorrow.
Well, when did she spring it on you?
9 weeks ago.
Well, tell me how I can help you.
Well, first things first. Can you come to class with me tomorrow?
I guess so. What'd you have in mind?
Well, I need you to be my living diagram of the human body. I have in this box labels for 100 different parts of the body.
Gee, I didn't know the body had 100 parts.
Well, it has a lot more than that. I just had 100 cards. Epidermis. That means skin.
Skin. Boy, this is fun.
Proboscis. It's a real name for nose.
Proboscis?
Clavicle. It's a scientific name for collarbone. Moving south.
What are bazumbas?
Oh, Sarah Joy, you shouldn't read things so close. You're going to ruin your eyes.
Well, I guess it's time for me to...
Why, you little devil. Don't tell me he gave you that science project garbage like he gave me. Well, you can thank your lucky stars he didn't get to the card called Bazoombas. Give me those cards. Give them to me right now, you little devil. You get them.
Pandemonium.
Now, what did he do?
Well, the old science project trick.
How far did he get?
All the way to Bazoombas.
What are bazumbas?
Petition, take Sarah Joy to the kitchen and explain things to her.
Yes, ma'am. Sarah Joy. Now, regarding bazoombas, let me explain.
What now?
Just ran into Mrs. Hemsdale. She's got this petition.
I know, Buzzy, I know.
But she said she's going to win. She's going to get enough people to sign it so to get you out of the neighborhood.
Well, if they're looking for a fight, they've come to the right place.
Oh, bravo for you, madam.
Oh, Bernie, get that Hemsdale woman on the phone and invite her to debate the issue with me.
Where and what time?
Well, right here, this evening. And then invite as many as the neighbors as you can. When they hear both sides, that will convince them not to sign that petition.
I'll get right on it, madam.
I'll get that Mrs. Hemsdale where it hurts. Right in the bazumbas.
Sometimes it takes a crisis to bring a neighborhood together. And it's heartwarming to know that people such as yourselves care enough to come out and show your concern about this issue.
Who the hell's she talking to?
The issue is, should Madam be allowed to broadcast her television show from her studio in the mansion?
Yes.
No.
Right. Now, first, the heiress to the time-release designer suppository fortune, who would like Madam's show out of the neighborhood, Mrs. William Hemsdale III. Opposing that view, the internationally acclaimed entertainer who worked her way up from the lowliest position in show business to where she is today, Madam the first and only.
I love you. This will be a fair forum for each of us. During this debate, I will not resort to name-calling, unlike this pompous powder pigeon of Poland here. Okay.
Please, Mrs. Hemsdale, you're first.
Good evening, chairs. I'm pleased to be here.
What?
Madam, that's Stanton Gore. See, he's the only one who didn't vote. Until he votes, it's a tie.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
There are many problems associated with Madam's show coming from her so-called mansion. But the absolute worst problem she has caused has been the lowlife and the riffraff that have been attracted to our neighborhood.
Just a minute, City. It's one thing to attack me, but don't you attack my fans. They happen to be the most loyal, trustworthy, honest, law-abiding good citizens you'll find anywhere.
I'm Pinhead Flanagan, president of Madam's Hog Valley Bikers. Now, I heard our main mama was in trouble.
I rest my case.
Oh, my God.
What's the matter, main mama?
Well, the deciding vote just walked out the door, and with it, my chances to keep my show where it belongs.
Don't you worry about a thing, main mama. I'll tell you what you do. Why don't you just hop on the back of this hog with me? I'll take you for a ride around the block, and I guarantee you will forget your problem.
No, madam, don't do it.
Here you go, madam.
Yeah, hand me that jacket.
Let's put this on. I had this made up special for you.
Oh, good.
Madam, think of your empire.
It's dangerous, Aunt Madam.
Don't worry, honey, I'm a big girl. Got it. Ow!
You got it, mama.
Hello, Hospital of the Famous. This is Bernadette Van Gilder, personal assistant to Madam. Well, I was just wondering, has she come in with anything broken? Uh-huh. Oh, well, thanks so much. Bye-bye. Well, that's all the hospitals in Southern California. Should I call San Francisco?
And she was such a good aunt, the way she took me in and everything.
I've seen her pull dumber stunts than this one. Well, I remember one time she wanted to blow off some steam, so she tried nude skydiving and landed on the Veterans Hospital lawn. Oh.
Yeah, but she's been out all night.
Please, both of you, be quiet. I think she's home.
Good night, Pinhead. I had a delightful time. Yeah, don't forget to write.
Any time, main mama.
Oh, you sweet thing. I had no fun. Hi, kids. You don't think I'm making too bold a statement in this outfit, do you?
Madam, are you all right?
I will be as soon as I get this leather girdle off.
Aunt Madam, we were so worried about you. Where did he take you? You said you were just going around the block.
Well, he did take me around the block in Phoenix. What's the latest on the petition? Do we have to look for another studio or what?
No, the petition is still tied, madam.
Oh, you mean Pinhead didn't push that wimp who was here over to the other side?
No, Mr. Gore is still on the fence.
Well, do you know anything about it?
Oh, well, of course we do. What do you think we were doing sitting up all night playing with each other?
No, Bernadette, that's the last thing I think.
Miss Van Gilder found out that Stanton Gore is a frustrated inventor who's never been married.
Well, he's 48 years old and very, very unhappy. Lonely.
I think you should talk to him, Auntie Madam.
I'll do more than that, honey. When a man's on the fence with his mug on one side and his wump on the other, Madam here knows how to get his mug over to the wump side. Where's that mugwump live?
Oh, it's that place across the street with that giant statue dedicated to mothers everywhere.
Oh, yes, I know the one with the inscription that reads, "So how come you never call me?" That's a big boy. Get him over here. Well, here's to a brand new friendship, which I hope will build into something more rewarding and exciting. Oh,
So sorry, madam.
it's all right. You've just christened our table. Hi, Pink.
Madam?
Oh, thanks.
Is this wine decaffeinated?
No, so don't spill any on your pants, or they'll stay up all night. Drink up, Stanton.
I can't.
Why not?
Well, It's the first time I've ever been alone with a woman in her bedroom. And my heart is beating unevenly.
Oh, how exciting for you.
Not really. I have a heart murmur.
Oh, let me hear. Yes, and I hear what it's murmuring. Madame, 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 madame. What's the matter, Stanton?
Why would a woman like you want a lonely, dull inventor in here like me?
I don't find you dull. The life of an inventor sounds fascinating. Tell me, just what are some of your inventions?
Well, I invented a device to help people with no teeth open those little packets of ketchup at McDonald's. I call it McDentures.
Oh, how wonderful. I always use a gun myself. But that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Do you really think so?
Oh, I think it's worthy of a Nobel Prize. Kiss me, Eugene.
Well, I can't.
What's the matter now?
I never kiss a woman on the first decade. And besides, I have to go to Mrs. Hemsdale's. I promised I'd stop by to talk to her.
Oh, yeah. Well, cheerio.
Oh, madam. It looks like we're doomed.
Don't be so sure, Pinky. I think I have a way of winning over Mr. Stanton Gore. I'll just put him on my show.
Oh, you can't be serious.
Can't be serious. Honey, that's what they told me when I announced I was going to marry that soft-boiled egghead in 1929. Nothing we did lasted longer than 3 minutes, including his stock and our bonds. Pour me a little more goody.
Yes, ma'am.
That was Dr. Zulu from Marina Del Rey. Thank you, Doctor. Yes, indeed, for showing us how to treat the heads with visiting mothers-in-law. Now, anyone wishing a copy of the doctor's recipe, write to this address. Stay Free Mini Head, Box 9292, Hollywood, California. Well, now my next guest is a fascinating man who happens also to be a neighbor of mine. He's an inventor, and wait until you see some of the amazing things he has invented. Would you please welcome with me now Mr. Stanton Gore. Yay! Stanton! Yay! Hiya, Stanton!
Madam, I'd like to thank you for allowing an inventor like me to come on your show.
Oh,
We're a dying breed, you know.
Oh, yes. It's a pleasure to have a genius like you on my show.
You're being too kind, madam.
Why, not at all. Why don't you show us some of your, inventions?
Well, you've heard of the Bug Motel?
Oh, yes.
Well, this goes one step further. It's an adult insect condo. Look inside.
My goodness, you know, I had roaches in New York. I used to knock on the door in the cabinet to give them a chance. Oh, and you look at that centipede. You don't know where one leg ends and the other begins. I hate orgies. When I leave, I never know who to thank. Oh, you made this all by yourself, did you, Stanny?
Yes, madam.
You are one lonely dude. And all of you check out the stinger on that little wasp in there. Isn't that cute? Oh, well, what else do you have?
Well, you know the old saying, you can't build a better mousetrap?
Yes, I do know that. I say it at least 3 times a week, don't you?
Well, they're wrong. I have here the first electric mousetrap, which I made.
Electric? Oh, you need a plug. Well, I've got a little plug down here.
This is the strongest mousetrap in the world,
I
madam.
can't find that plug. Did you see that? I'll just... Well, here it is now. Well, I'll just stick that in there.
But this is the strongest mousetrap in the world.
Oh,
and it snaps. It never lets go, and it has
Really?
solid gold springs.
Solid gold.
Yes,
Let me get a good look at that.
Solid gold.
Oh, I could just see another trip to Beverly Hills. You ever get this thing on my nose?
No.
You idiot. Oh, whoa. Thank you, Pinky, for pulling that trap off my nosy.
Oh, it was nothing, madam.
My push nozzle will never be the same.
Don't worry about it, Aunt Madam. You know, people in our family don't scar much at all.
Hmm?
You remember that time that Uncle Rudy Ray got his tongue caught in the electric window of his Cadillac?
I do.
Well, he didn't scar at all.
Yes, and he never had to wear a tie again, either. On formal occasions, he'd paint stripes on his tongue. A whole new trend. Anyone here from Stanton Gore?
No, madam. You really did insult him.
I know. I embarrassed the hell out of him. Oh, you'll probably sign Mrs. Hemsdale's petition for sure now.
Mr. Stanton Gore, madam.
Oh, Stanton, how can I apologize? I didn't mean to say those horrible things about you on the air. I just lost my head.
I really want to thank you for having me on your show.
What?
You might have made me a millionaire.
Do I?
A large exterminating company wants to sell my trap.
Congratulations,
And there's
kiddo.
something even better.
What is that?
They want to use the film clip of the trap catching your nose for the commercial.
Oh, great. I always wanted to be in a rootin' commercial. No way, Jose. I'd never do anything like that low.
Well, I guess if you can't do that for me, then I'll just have to sign Mrs. Hemsdale's petition.
Now, hold on, Stan, honey. Perhaps you haven't dealt with a star before. First we refuse, then we think about it for a while, then we change our mind. Let me think about this for a while. Okay, I changed my mind. Bring in the phone, Pinky. Stanton has to call Mrs. Hinsdale. We've got a deal. When he's done, call wardrobe and see what they've got in a rat suit. Oh, I just love taking boys and turning them into men. Dear Diary, another day, another dollar. Only in Stanton Gore's case, it's about $1 million. Gosh, he's so rich now he can afford my mansion. Since he bought his mousetrap, he's undergone a complete personality change.
Oh, my stars! Keep that man away from me!
Oh, if this wasn't Pinkerton's night off, I'd have him do something about Stanton. Sometimes it's good just to let whatever happens, happen. Bernie, you must learn to slow down. He'll catch you. When my niece gets off that motorcycle, I hope to hell she doesn't try to put down the kickstand. Good night, Pinky, wherever you are.